Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are your messages for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. So what is your overall energy for the week? You've got the Eight of Wands as the overall energy. You've got the Nine of Cups and the Chariot regarding how you will feel this week. And the Four of Cups is the energy that you should lean into for the best results this week. So I typically don't take two on this. I usually am only posting one card for this pile, but since these both came out, I thought it was significant and I wanted to keep them here for your feelings. But first, let's discuss the Eight of Wands as the overall energy of the week of June 23rd. What beautiful energy. I love the Eight of Wands. It's like buzzing with excitement and fast moving energy. Basically, it's all about swift movement, rapid progress, and decisive action. So if you have felt at all stalled or sluggish, just know that there's a huge shift of energy coming through, and that you will be basically, moving ahead with many things. You could be communicating very rapidly with a lot of different people. It's all about communication, messages, travel, things coming in quickly, things going out quickly, projects are accelerated. Things are just basically flying into your energy space. And it's like a strike while the iron is hot kind of week. The key is to stay focused and intentional, because this energy, while it can be really exhilarating, it can also scatter your energy if it's not directed properly. And so the arrows here, basically these wands or rods, whatever you want to call them, the wands, are pointed towards this Four of Cups. And for the best result, it's telling you to kind of lean into the Four of Cups energy. And the Four of Cups energy would be like pausing to reflect, or kind of taking a look at like what you're not seeing already. See how this cup is coming in, but the person in this card is focused on something else. So the wands are kind of shooting towards this opportunity that's coming in. So just be open to things that may be floating into your life that you're not seeing. So it's all about kind of being mindful of receptivity. The card's about basically creating space to notice what's already trying to reach you. So with this fast moving energy, don't forget to pause and like reflect. See how he's not moving? He also looks a little bit disgruntled, or just not necessarily paying close attention to things. But when you are looking at that card as what energies you should possess to achieve the best result, it's really good, for you to kind of assess what are you saying no to, and what is out of alignment or out of habit. Maybe it's a time to kind of check in with your deeper desires, or really kind of understand what could possibly making you feel, not fulfilled at this time, or kind of making time to look up to see that opportunity floating here towards you. So those are the energies that you could lean into. Now, with regards to the emotional landscape of the week, it looks really positive. You guys are going to be feeling like your wishes are fulfilled. The Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. You could be feeling very proud of yourself, a little bit indulgent maybe. Just make sure that you guys, if you do drink alcohol, don't overdrink, because I did notice the Devil card when I was shuffling, and that could be about addictions. Just mind that. Just make sure you're keeping that balanced, and just make sure you're behaving healthy for yourself. But anyway, so Nine of Cups, it's all about the wish card. This is all about having a sense of, I've earned this. You might feel really confident in your choices and more at peace with what you desire at this time, and you're open to celebrating your wins. And then with the Chariot is basically all about momentum. You're going to feel like you're not just sitting, being satisfied with yourself, but you're steering towards your next goal. You are motivated, you're empowered, you're determined. You could be making choices this week as well, because sometimes the Chariot is about choices. But I also feel like you feel very empowered, very determined, very motivated, you feel basically like you are kind of in charge of your life and like what direction you're going, and you feel very happy about where your life is right now. You've got that Nine of Cups. Like I said, you could feel really emotionally fulfilled this week for sure. The Nine of Cups can be a little bit of a selfish energy, so just keep that in check. But I feel like with these other cards, it is a very positive week. So you've got effortless. You could feel like things are flowing to you effortlessly. This opportunity could even flow in effortlessly. And you've also got earth magic. You could feel like, you know, you've got magic in your fingertips. You could feel like you are really capable this week, and you are. You've got a lovely week here. Let's get Spirit's advice for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is Spirit's advice for Pisces? Pisces, I just want to mention, don't burn out this week. You've got a lot of that fast-moving energy, and you could be celebrating a lot or moving real fast. And I don't want you to burn out because you do have the Ten of Wands here. Just make sure you're seeing the forest for the trees. And like, he could set some of these wands down or carry them differently so he could be looking, and he wasn't looking. So make sure you're looking ahead at all times. Just whatever decisions you're making, make sure you are looking ahead and understanding how your future will be impacted by your decisions. New idea is here. Your new idea is divinely guided and is meant to be shared with others. Continue to work on it as you are on the right path. You guys may have some new ideas flying in with this creative energy. It's very lovely. Open your arms to receiving. That's really nice. You've prayed for help. Now be open to accepting it. Like I said, your receptivity. So the cards are confirming that. That's lovely. Let's get one more Spirit's advice card for the week of the 23rd for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice for Pisces. What a lovely energy. You guys are going to be feeling so good this week. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Make time for self-care. Yeah, slow down a little bit. You guys do need to kind of take time for yourself. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential. So you guys are going to be really busy. You might be celebrating a lot. Make sure that you are taking time for self-care no matter what's going on in your life. One more card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this week. You guys will have very high intuition. You could be really connected to your spirit guides this week, and make sure you're paying attention to that. You also got the bittersweet card that kind of popped out and flew down to the ground. So there could be something that you're kind of stuffing down that you aren't looking at that has caused you a little bit of a bittersweet notion. Like maybe you've had to make some decisions, or you've had to kind of decide, you know, these decisions that you're making. Perhaps you are going to feel like there's a bittersweet notion to it, and it's not always bad. Sometimes, like when we make decisions to move forward, we are leaving some things in the past, and sometimes it does create bittersweet emotions, but that's how we grow and change. And you know, we do, you know, even though things are happening, we're human, things happen in life, and they aren't always really positive things, but they still happen, and we still kind of carry on. So that's just an afterthought basically, because it kind of flew to the ground and kind of turned over. So it's just basically there might be something, a little niggling feeling in the back of your mind every now and again where you know there's a bittersweet energy in some of the decisions that you might be making. But I feel like this week overall, you're just going to be feeling really happy and really fulfilled. But this could be about like thinking perhaps about the future, if something would make you feel like bittersweet once you make these decisions. So take time for yourself. Make sure you're listening to your inner voice, and it looks like you're going to have a really great week. Don't burn out. Make sure you're thinking about the future, like I said, and you're going to have a great week. Also, don't drink and drive. It just came to me. I don't think it's going to be a bad week for you, but with all this is sometimes about drinking and celebrations. He's got these 9 of Cups behind him, and the Chariot card can remind me of like cars. Don't drink and drive. That's always a message that I want to portray on my channel, and it's never a good idea. Thanks so much, Pisces. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.